What's up, everybody? What's good? What's up, everybody? What's good? It's your boy Ronald Dragon of America here. How's it going? What is up? What is up with everybody today? Good. How's everybody's night been going? My night has been pretty boring. Just got off work and stuff. But yeah, this ain't gonna be a long stream, but the most of the purpose is just just have a little conversation, entertain everybody for a bit, and mostly of all for everybody to support each other, subscribe to each other, watch each other's videos, get to know each other, you know, everybody like and subscribe each other's channels and stuff like that. And, and have a little conversation, chat amongst yourselves. And if you know, but before we go any further, we'll play some videos.
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon.
Not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who would want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but no.
What's his name, Ash?
Mom, it was so many years ago. Come on, it's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Big fuck. What?
Ah, yes, my grandson, Dick Fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey ahead.
name isn't-
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
Oh, yo. So how'd y'all enjoy that video clip? That's one of my favorite video clips to play. It's been a while since I've done a dragon stream, so yeah. But let's see what's in the comments. Okay, starting with PS viewer. Have a good night, everyone. I will be part of the replay gang. Okay, cool. Oh, Langbo 99999999999. Hail to the American Dragon. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. New Mexican Gaming. What's up, buddy? How you doing? What's going on? Doing all right, bro? Oh, that's me right there. Huh? What's up? It's pretty good. Awesome. I'm glad you're doing pretty good, bro. Decent. Hey, what's up, Jeremiah? How's it going, buddy? You're forever changing your name. You're forever changing the name of your YouTube channel, bro. But it's all good. Yo, the fierce empathetic Black Queen. What's up? How's it going? Good idea. Yeah, thank you, buddy. My bad, everybody. Just left the chat real quick. Had to look at something. Okay. Yeah. Listen, just stop saying hi. I need to go back to Ruby's stream. Okay, cool. But anyway, I want to talk about some stuff that's been going down lately. Speaking of speaking of Ruby King, I was for start. I want to talk about the whole Ruby King and Johannes beef. Beef. Yeah. What do I think of that beef between Johannes and Ruby King? I find it comedy, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Johannes is doing so much on all this bullcrap, but yet he's got his fans convinced that he's the victim in all this. Hmm? Hold on. New Mexican Gaming says, I'm going to sub to everybody. Cool, cool. Do that, buddy. It never lets me click, by the way. Click on what exactly? What do you mean by that, New Mexican Gaming? But I want to weigh in on that. I want to give my 2 cents and opinion on that. The whole situation between Ruby King and Johannes. Basically, Ruby King kind of inheriting my beef, my on and off beef with Johannes. The channel of what other people on the stream. Oh, you're unable to click on their own names and go to their own channels or something like that. Is what you're telling me? Um, I want to weigh in on the Ruby King and Johannes beef, I guess you could say, if you really want to call it that. It amazes me how this kid does all this bullshit. Does all this? Oh, hold on, New Mexican Gaming. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, I am back. Okay, so I'm forced to search. Nah, I just made you a moderator, buddy. You're welcome, bro. Well, yeah, I want to talk about the whole Ruby King versus Johannes, I guess you could say. It amazes me how this kid does all this bullshit, all this trolling, getting manipulating his fan base into doing all kinds of bullshit, making all kinds of hate videos and stuff like that, trolling, trolling and stuff like that with different accounts, trolling on different accounts, and yet he still managed to paint himself the victim in the eyes of his delusional, delusional. What else? What delusional simp fan base, and it just wow. Even when when Ruby King had all kinds of evidence that proved Johannes was a liar, a troll, a fucking weirdo, and just an overall dickhead. Johannes is misguided, delusional, sheep-minded fan base still Hello, can anybody hear me? Sorry. Hello, can anybody hear me? I don't know if anybody can hear me or not. Hello? Eh.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles? You, Mario, I'd still have you.
Yeah. So, well, let's see. All right, can anybody hear me now? Huh? up, everybody? Yo, anybody hear me? Ah, better, much better. As I was saying, this whole war between Ruby King and Johannes, well, I wouldn't really call it much of a war. I call it this Johannes just kind of being a dick, and his fan base being sheep and following his every whim and bullshittery. But it amazes me that despite all the shit that Johannes is doing, trolling, cyberbullying, making false reports, dropping cringe videos and shit, sticking his fan base on everybody and on rating everybody's stream, and yet somehow he still managed to paint himself the good guy, the victim, or no better, paint himself the victim in the situation when he's the one doing all the bullying. But whenever somebody stands up to him or stands their ground against him, he apparently don't like that and want to come at you with a vengeance and tries to make you look like the villain, try to make everybody look like the villain and him the victim. And despite the fact Ruby King, my homie Ruby King, hadn't showed nothing but evidence and receipts on this fool, Johannes, naive, delusional, sheep-minded, herd mentality fan base continues to blindly follow Johannes' delusional, weirdo lead and just overlook every and all evidence about him, even when it's right in their face. It just amazes me, really. It amazes me. But then again, they are kind of young. They are technically young kids, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You know? It just wow. It just makes you wonder why. Just why? Why bother? Because like all the evidence this man's dropping and everybody else dropping and all the stuff, proof that it showed of Johannes' evil character, they still choose to blindly follow this young kid, this evil monster of a child. This what did Taylor call him? What did Taylor call him? Oh yeah, this crybaby Hitler. This crybaby Hitler. Yeah, this time I am calling you crybaby Hitler, bro. I'm calling you crybaby Hitler because that's not what you are. Because I've seen videos with this guy literally crying, like, or either videos or pics on his community tab where he's literally crying. Like, how you gonna get mad when somebody calls you a crybaby when you have the evidence of you crying on video on your own evidence in your community tab? Make that make sense. Like, it's just crazy. And see how Johannes' fan base is looking at it. They think that Ruby King started this whole drama and stuff like that. No, bro. This beef has been around for a good while. It's just that y'all have been asleep to the whole situation, and you're just not becoming woke to it. It's just that you woke in a moment where Johannes was able to spin it in his favor, I guess, where he looks like the victim and not the actual villain that he really is. Yo, what's up, Anime AJ? Ahoy, buddy. How's it going? Shout out to Anime AJ. Y'all go subscribe to him and support my boy Anime AJ. I'm tired of seeing him at 180 something subs. I'm trying to help my boy. I really want to see my boy hit that 200. Go look out for my boy's channel, Anime AJ Productions. Oh, hold on. Been editing my next Demon Slayer AMV animated music video. Awesome, buddy. That's what's up. Also, go check out some of his videos. They're really awesome. I love them. Awesome. You'll love them. Whoa, look at you, Ronald Dragon America, at 1.12K now. Yeah, I've been grinding and putting in that work and stuff like that. Trying to be proactive and trying to grow. I think I've actually passed Johannes. And I know he used to. I know that Johannes used to still does prioritize subscriber count, which is, come on, bro, like that's just kind of a short-sighted way of looking at life. That kind of shows me that you own the internet is your life in a way if you think like that. But it's whatever. Hail to Anime AJ. You damn right. Hail to Anime AJ. That's my boy right there. Hail. Gonna be 0.2 soon. Awesome. Ahoy, Lambo 999999999999999. I love doing that. Anyway, back to the whole stuff I was talking about. It amazes me, like, despite everything, despite all of Ruby King's protests and all the evidence he's shown, as well as others have shown, and everyone saying the same thing about Johannes. Johannes is blind, ignorant, delusional, sheep of a fan base still looks at him as the villain and the bad guy. Not seeing the monstrous villains that they are defending and serving. I mean, you, Ronald Dragon of America, are gonna be at 0.2 soon. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I thought you were talking about something else. Oh. I wasn't thinking about that. My bad, bro. Thanks, anyway. But yeah, it just gets me how people can be such sheep. Oh man, I got thoughts on Johannes. Hell, I bet you do. Hey, speaking of thoughts, hey, Anime J, you want to be on, join the stream? You want to, I can send you a link. You want to join? Would you like to come up on the platform, on the panel? Give your thoughts on the situation. Just let me know if you do. Okay, yeah. All right, sure. All right. There's a delay in the chat. I was afraid of that. Crap. I was afraid of that shit. Damn it. Rainbow 99999 says, the world's got a lot of stupid people, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Tell me about it. A lot of stupid people. I think these rich, powerful elites stay in power. Oh yeah, posted it publicly. Yeah. Huh.
Hell to Ron.
What's up,
Ron King. Hell to the king at dragon. Hell to the dragon.
What's up, Lambo? How's it going, buddy?
Good. Real good.
Cool. I'm glad you're doing good, man. Hold on. What's up, man?
What's up?
Yeah, I was just trying to weigh in a little bit on that whole Johannes and Ruby King situation. Like,
yes.
Do you think it's going out of hand, or just that Johannes is being an annoying dick?
He's an annoying mega dick.
I believe I can co-sign by that. I can strongly co-sign by that. Oh, Anime AJ.
Great, good back.
Okay.
What?
Okay. What's up, Anime AJ?
Ahoy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
Alright, so that's the music is all the same here. Okay, so that's why I'm
So yeah, what are your thoughts on the whole Johannes and Ruby King situation? Just want to hear your side of the thoughts too.
well, it's pretty. It wasn't easy to recognize at first. I've been following it from what you've shared, and then going and just searching on my end. Seeing
Right.
basically, to me, I kept myself in the bleachers, at a football game or something. And the last couple of Ruby's King streams, it was like, okay, this is way obvious
pretty cringe.
what he's been doing. The back and forth, especially after everything that you told me about when it first started between you and him. And
Yeah,
it is annoying, and he's doing it.
it really is.
He's doing it to get us to choose to find it annoying. He's doing it to get a reaction.
That's cool. But yeah, I can see where you're going with that. Like, it is kind of annoying and really pretty cringe.
Basically, he's doing he talks about his age, talks about this or that, and yet it's like, okay, well, if you're so smart, why are you acting like this?
Exactly.
He's winning. To him, he thinks it's that his success is the whole bad press is good press mentality. And that's exactly how those kind of business people, adults, think too. Bad press is good press, because you got your name out there, you got people talking about it.
Yeah.
So he's fetishizing celebrity lifestyle, and then has adopted what he has seen through YouTube and other social media. This is how you get, you act like this, blah blah, and that's why everybody's going to his side.
And that's the crazy thing about it too.
And what's noticeable about it is that it's the very same kind of people who think and act just like he does, who choose to see the world the way they do and behave the way they do.
Hold on, we got another guest.
Oh.
Hey, what's up?
Ahoy!
Hail to the Dark Lord.
Oh,
Hail to the Dark Lord.
can you hear us?
Lord.
They probably still got themselves muted, because it took me a minute to figure out that,
Hello.
make sure I wasn't muted before. Oh, we lost Ronald. There he is.
Hello.
Yeah, he's probably got himself on mute still.
Oh, okay.
Because it took me a minute before I came in. I had to make sure that I wasn't muted, and it took a minute to load. That's why it took me a minute to actually get in here earlier. Oh.
Yeah.
Mine got disconnected.
But yeah, you still there, Anime AJ?
What was that?
You still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, but yeah. So far, my little interpretation, because I kind of been walking into the streets, walking in the streets every now and then, and seeing some of the cringe and craziness going on. Let me tell you, man, like these kids are something else. I'm telling you. I even had one instance when these kids kind of, I guess you could say, raid my stream, which if you're gonna do a raid, calling someone a raid doesn't make it a raid. I just, yeah. Plus, doing that, you're only adding more views to you're only benefiting the person you're trying to, I say, raid, because they're getting more views from you showing up in their stream. Like, what is your thoughts on that? Like, it's just the tactics they're doing. It doesn't make much sense. How is it harmful when it's more beneficiary to Ruby King in a way?
The downside is that it's going to attract the wrong people. It's going to affect and impact the algorithms for Ruby's channel. In a way, it also makes it easier for more of his viewers to find that. Again, it's, as I mentioned, what Johannes is doing is that he's got his name out there.
Right.
Because it's not, and then by mentioning other channels, especially with this, YouTube wars and YouTube feuds kind of behavior, it is essentially the kind of targeted harassment and cyberbullying that some people have criticized it for.
Yeah.
It's basically because you had told me in the beginning one of the tactics that Johannes used was making other accounts like Cyber YouTube and that one with the monster picture and all these other alt accounts where that's what he's using to make comments and other stuff about other users, to make targeted videos or comments about other users anonymously. And
which is kind of cringe.
Like you had told me one time, he had done multiple subscribes. He would get multiple, like he would have subscribed to your account unsubscribe, then subscribe again. You had mentioned that before, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that fucks with the algorithm for you because it's affecting. It is YouTube. The algorithm is recording and monitoring your subscriber and unsubscribe count, and it's taking that into consideration. It's algebra. The algorithm uses, think of it like algebra. It's using complex math to, in terms of how your content is pushed out by YouTube. You have proven to overcome it, that you were able to overcome what he was doing. Because you were constantly streaming and talking about other things.
And ignoring him.
Your content shows no focus other than the shout out shorts that you do. There's no focus on the kind of content that Johannes does, where he feuds with other users or cyberbullies or does this and that, like what he's been doing on Ruby's stream. And he's continuing to do it on Ruby's now. See, like you said, you've ignored some of the things, if not all the things he's doing lately, or earlier, and how your channel, you're now over 1,000.
Yeah, I think
that's what his actions were intended to do, was try to prevent your channel from being able to attract and get more subscribers.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Langbo. Ahoy.
Welcome back, buddy.
Some techniques. The phone was cheesing.
It's okay, buddy.
And what I've seen with Ruby King's streams is that the more he is reacting, he's providing reactions to what Johannes has been doing. And of course when he makes certain decisions or moves about who's commenting or doing what on during his live streams, then
Yeah,
Johannes comes in with an alt account again, like he always does.
pretty much.
There are multiple users who uh, who do that same thing that Ruby has, and that some of us, not just Ruby, because I've noticed it too, because some of these people are also in your Discord server, Ronald, and they're in mine as well. Some of them are not the same individuals, but some of these people do use alt accounts in the same way that Ronald Dragon does with his YouTube hobbies. And by reacting and responding to, again, if we focus on other content like you did, Ronald, and ignore what he's been doing, then it goes away because they're not getting a rise, they're not getting a reaction.
Exactly.
And the problem is that, well, one problem that could be highlighted here about it is that that's what some of us have been attracted. We've got these kind of people hanging around us, and then they're like, oh, they want to insert themselves. They want to hijack or take over. Without, it's one thing to, like, because what Johannes is doing, essentially, as you described it, is essentially a form of trolling. If it's not cyberbullying, then it's definitely trolling. Because it's that gray area,
Yeah.
The shit that Johannes did by sharing unsolicited, adult content.
Yeah.
He's trying to get Ruby canceled, essentially.
Trying to get us all canceled, actually. He even brought you up.
Right. And I've been trying my best to ignore that shit.
Exactly.
Because it's all false. Essentially, think of this. Johannes is borderline woke.
Yes.
That's how wokies behave. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's how they move.
Never trust woke the joke.
Really. Exactly.
It's like they think they talk a game. What I've seen Johannes do is talk of like, he's smart, I'm 16 or this and that, and then, when I first saw him in the streams, like, his conversations with Taylor, back in the day when I first came around, when I first met, like on your streams, movies, she had commented a lot about how Johannes was talking like, oh, he gets abused by his mother or this and that. Like, okay, it has been an interesting 6 months in seeing, reading the stuff that he comments about and puts out on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's all very telling when one pays close enough attention to it. He is an attention seeker. He is everything that he falsely accused you of, Ronald Dragon. Subscriber stealer, this and that. He's doing this all for attention and acting like a child.
Yo, welcome back on Taylor.
Yo hoy Taylor.
Elton Green.
He's,
We're having a little conversation about Johannes and Ruby King. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, man.
It's okay. He's constantly reminding people, oh yeah, I'm such and such age. But if if he were that age, then why is he acting, if he's so smart and so sophisticated, why doesn't he act smart and sophisticated?
Exactly. Yes.
Join.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with having Taylor on.
Yeah. He's gonna wait for Taylor.
She just got. I guess she just got back. She probably doesn't see the link in the chat.
Hold on, I'll put another one in there.
Yeah, careful, man, though, because this is how that's how Johannes told Ruby King in the last stream was that Ruby, as usual, was actually showing the backstage for StreamYard, and Johannes just typed out the URL and was able to get in and post that video.
Yeah, but I think I got him blocked completely. So yeah.
Well, no, he would still be able to see the link.
Oh.
Exactly.
But
You
yeah,
won't
if that's
you
the
can
case, if
block him,
Johan,
but you won't see him. He'll be able to get into this stream.
if that's the case, then Johannes, if you are watching this, you are indeed a crybaby Hitler, though. I'm sorry, but you kind of are, and you're weird as shit, man. I'm sorry. You done some weird ass shit, bro. I'm sorry. You have, respectfully.
He needs to chill out.
Yeah, like seriously, yeah, you doing the most, man. Chill out. I have a feeling like you probably do watch my stuff.
His mom probably puts him in timeout a lot.
Yeah, probably don't really.
But he doesn't actually go to timeout.
He just end up making his YouTube channel disappear, and if he keeps us on.
Right, because he's the one violating the community guidelines.
Oh, exactly. A lot.
It would, again, what he's been doing essentially is a form of brigading by getting his followers to also, like what they did with your live streams, Ronald, and what they've been doing with Ruby Kings as well, where they're jumping in and raiding and spamming and shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And some of the videos are highly not legal in YouTube. It's not legal in YouTube on YouTube.
Well, there's a lot that's not legal on YouTube. Well, there's a lot that's not legal on YouTube, and as everybody knows, that shit still is allowed on YouTube.
Yes.
I still can't believe he did that shit. Like he literally put his ass out there. Like really?
It wasn't his.
But,
like
it's a good thing that he doesn't live in California, because they just passed a law that where you send unsolicited porn or dick pics, you're gonna get fined.
Yeah, I think he's from New York or something, New Jersey, New York, one of the two.
It doesn't matter. The thing is that just because he thinks the law, he's protected by the law, doesn't mean that he would be protected by the law if he keeps this up. Because some people, there are a lot of adults who never grew up and to act like adults.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
Hey, Taylor. Hey, Taylor.
Hey there. What's up, AJ? Jumping the stream with you. So what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, let me tell you about Johannes. Well, let me tell you this. The most funny thing I remember, he created a community tab. He told everyone he's from New Jersey. That's the age of consent wall was 16.
Age of consent?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shouldn't keep yourself, buddy.
Doesn't matter. Nobody's interested.
Yeah. It was funny how Heather kind of did the dude, though. I ain't gonna lie. He kind of played himself on that one.
I don't know. I don't know what was going down with that, as you admitted yourself, Ronald. I also have been ignoring a lot of what Johannes has done.
Yeah.
I have not paid 100% attention to the comments made between his various accounts and Heather. And the only my thoughts keep coming back to the only way, is like, why are some people choosing not to warn?
I don't know, man. I don't
It's-
know.
It was, and of course, Ruby, Ruby will, once he's able, he'll be upgrading his streaming capabilities. So it surprised me that Ruby wasn't on top of his game when it came to, how it
How to
it
deal with
wasn't
Johannes?
it was not smart of Johannes. Ruby claimed or stated in his last stream, it was pretty smart of Johannes to type in the URL to sneak in to the StreamYard backstage on Ruby like that.
Yeah.
It was not smart in the fact that it was Ruby who was broadcasting this. He was playing it live, and I was like, he's not, because he typically doesn't. He's not logged into Discord usually when he's doing this live stream, so that way he can focus on the chat and the live stream, right? And I'm like,
right.
I was like, oh my god, it wasn't obvious at first to me, and I was just like, dude, why is this kid, if he talks and says the things he does, thinks he's better than us, why did he choose not to prove that he could respect Ruby King the way he claims he does? Like, oh yeah, I just want to be friends. I'm just trying to make friends. Like, dude, this is not the behavior of somebody on YouTube who wants to make friends with other
Exactly.
people on YouTube. This is how you alienate individuals. This is if he wanted to be friends with Ruby, the last thing he should have done was be disrespectful and type in the web address because he could see it on Ruby's stream.
Yeah.
It wasn't until after I figured it out, after going through with Ruby, it's like, oh, he was doing it this way or that way. It's like, no, he wasn't, because everyone was like, he was hacking. It's like, no, he wasn't hacking. There was no way that kid could hack. There was not a second in my mind where I was like, yeah, Johannes is a hack. No, Johannes is not.
No, he's too dumb. He's too dumb. Sorry.
It's not that he's too dumb. He's
too emotional.
He's definitely a low tier troll.
Yeah.
He's not a troll who's actually, he's not trolling for the sake of trolling. He's trolling because, no, there's different types of trolls out there. And what I mean is, in terms, because a lot of it has to do with meme culture as well.
So where?
With meme culture.
Oh yeah, he's one of those.
Right. No, he's definitely not one of those types. There's like a very, think of it like a, again, like a S, A, B, C. Think of it like a tier set. There's a scale, sort of.
A keyboard warrior.
Definitely, that's a term that you could use. I would say something less than a keyboard warrior.
Internet gangster.
No, none of that. It's just like he's trolling for the sake of trolling. It's just like, dude, you've got some shit going on in real life and you're taking it out on people on the internet, and that's not how you behave around people in public. Just because you have anonymity to protect you doesn't mean you should go around behaving like that.
So, an emotional, instinctive troll.
He's definitely emotional, but essentially a base troll, a low tier troll, is essentially acting on emotion. Just like an emotionally traumatized child in real life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
But we don't call a real life child who's throwing a tantrum a troll. We just call it saying, "Oh yeah, they're having a tantrum. They're spoiled little brat."
Pretty much.
He was 16,
he's doing
guys.
it in a way. He's doing it in a way on the internet because through internet culture, people would classify that as a form of trolling.
Yeah, that was true.
I definitely recognize the angstiness going on, and it's just like, dude, if you want to be friends with other people, you got to learn empathy. and you got to show respect.
Exactly.
Yes.
Can I have a question about this? About
Sure.
Johannes?
Sure.
You know, Johannes just sent some dick pics to his girlfriend, like inappropriately, like unwanted, permission.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I personally heard that from Ruby King himself.
And
Yeah,
who's saying that?
I believe
Heather, wasn't it?
it is Heather. She told me that.
So
Yeah, I know
is she his girlfriend?
his former ex-girlfriend. She's
Okay.
18, that
So
Johannes
she's
16. It turns out even Johannes showing gay stuff to Ruby King, I don't know, he could be gay or bisexual. I just think it's just unwanted gay stuff, gay shit, like online to him on the Discord, which he started accusing Ruby King and you as, no, you're gay, or shit.
Yeah, he started trying to call me and Ruby King gay.
right. He's trying to get a reaction. He's trying to get a rise out of it.
But I don't really pay him no attention, so I say whatever. And this makes him madder when I don't pay him no attention.
Yeah.
He's pretty much
And
top
what I've
man.
noticed is that he's going after Ruby a lot more.
By the
Because
way,
you've given him less attention than Ruby had, Ronald.
yeah. By the way, he attacked this YouTuber named Killa.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, she suffered disabilities. She suffered the seizures that she applied to, and Johannes is getting trying to report his ass. Report her. Trying to report her for no reason, for jealousy, and especially he was a sub beggar. And
Yeah.
you look at his community tabs, he's starting to play losing subs. He's getting mad emoji faces. Yeah, he sure is a sub beggar. Like a fascist he is. Or autistic fascist Hitler he is.
Yeah, just remember you were saying that on Anime AJ, how he accused me of stuff that he's actually doing.
Right. He's doing it all because he's seeking attention. And he's using anonymity with all these alt accounts to, again, troll others, because in the end, getting people to talk about him, whether it's good or bad, it's all good for him, because all he would see, because the way he, what he did and how the content he puts out, he sees what he's doing. Oh, that's getting his sub counts going up. And then, like Taylor says, when he starts losing them, he blames other people for it.
Yep.
So it is also basically there are signs of borderline narcissism.
Yeah. And a little bit
Go ahead.
And a little bit of inferiority complex too.
Right.
He pretty much Cartman for South Park.
Yeah. Like, do you?
And that's why I don't think it's the fact that we can recognize the pain and suffering that he's going through, because I think a lot of people out there, probably some of us even, have behaved and acted out in the same way he has, to a certain extent.
Yeah, I don't think we all had
I
to
don't
that
feel it's
level.
fair to be calling him names in a derogatory sense. Like crybaby, yeah, he is acting like a crybaby. Crybaby Hitler, sure, okay, it's fine. Call him autistic, though. To call him yo anus, yeah. I mean,
that is funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Or yo gay.
But the whole yo gayness, Johannes, I think was the one I came up with on Ruby's last stream. Autistic, calling him autistic though, I don't think that's really fun.
I'm autistic, so I just realized he had autism. So
yeah, my brother's autistic, but yeah.
Right, and that's why I don't think it's appropriate to be calling him that, because we have no idea who the hell he even is in real life. I don't know any of you in real life, so it would not be appropriate for me to be talking about you or using any kind of term like that in a derogatory sense to this kid. He probably gets enough verbal abuse in real life as it is. He lacks a lot of goddamn empathy because that's what he needs to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Humility, empathy, and respect. He is treating other people in a way that none of us approve of, and that we don't want to be treated in a way. We shouldn't treat him in that way either.
Got you.
But as far as what if I've got relatives who are autistic or mentally deficient or physically handicapped? A lot of people don't even know what autism even is, and they throw it around so casually these days. Some of us are wondering, may not even know that we are autistic. We probably have been our whole lives, and that's why we get treated in a way that is very disrespectful by the rest of society. And there is and when it comes to autism, a lot of people need to start looking at Japan. They've got autism exists there.
Yeah.
It is a complex social issue that needs to be addressed. And that people
got it exactly.
Society has not treated a lot of people. I mean, there's talk that Einstein may have been autistic. Who knows?
For me, I'm autistic. Like my family.
That don't matter. That don't matter. I've got a cousin who was supposed to be dead at birth. She's still alive. She's the kind of person that someone might refer to as physically handicapped or disabled. I've got relatives who are disabled. I've met people with Down syndrome. They are human. All these people are human beings. Autism or not.
Right.
And that's the problem with Johannes, that he lacks that human capacity for empathy.
Yeah.
I kind of get the
him to stop it. I think we all need to, and I'm speaking for myself. We all need to start learning a little more and be like, dude, cut that out. And if you don't, we're just going to do the whole block, gatekeep, whatever. You're not going to be welcome around us. This is how you, again, like I mentioned to Ronald, the way he's behaving and doing the things he's doing, that's why he's losing subs. It's not because we're attacking him, it's because he's been attacking us.
That's true.
Right.
Langbo said, it's going, because he's essentially breaking YouTube community guidelines. Eventually he's going to lose his channel. One day it's going to be gone.
And he's gonna be ready to blame one of us, either Ruby King or me.
Yeah, he'll come back with another new channel, and he'll reach out to all the subscribers that he keeps in contact with through his Discord, and be like, "Hey, I had to get a new channel. Everybody sub," and so he's gonna see all that, be like, "Oh yeah, it's good. Now the numbers plummeting further," and he'll just keep doing his crybaby tactics, like, "Oh man, they're stealing my subs. They got my channel shut down."
MAJ, let me tell you, MAJ, are you there? As an autistic myself, I just learned about autism. Like, how I grew up, with at school, there's some autistic people like me. Like, I'm not aware I'm autistic, like, since my mother and my parents claim I'm autistic. Yeah. Like, for me, I think Johannes needs a break on his channel. Like, he needs a long break. He needs a better content. Like how I take a break, like, a long time. Like, my computer's jacked up, but I need to figure out a new content, like my new way. Like, I need to making ideas in this content. Like, I can't
he definitely needs to change the kind of content that he's putting out, because cyberbullying and posting videos about other people claiming, making false accusations, it attracts the wrong kind of viewers, and then those who don't like that content are going to not stick around. And as I mentioned with Ron earlier, before you got in here, Taylor, is that's why he's seeing a drop in his numbers.
And that's why I'm seeing an increase in my numbers.
Yeah, I only still got 80 subscribers. Like, I have to figure out like my new content. Like, I can't just make videos all the time and trying to struggle my own issues in real life. Hell, he made videos about his life. Like, some of his videos are a bit cringy and creepy and living in my cup of tea. And like, in my opinion, I felt like when he showed himself eating a pizza, you kind of know he was just exposed himself on his real world issues.
Yeah,
A lot of his content appeals to his age demographic. They're the same age around the same age as him. So that's what I'm getting at, is that his content is attracting the wrong kind of people, or wrong kind of viewers or audience. Those that stick around are, it's like we're commenting, he's putting out negative things, he's doing this and that, it's only appealing to a certain age group for him. And he's not going to find success with that, especially if he keeps doing those troll moves like sharing unsolicited pictures and videos, or forcing, claiming that he hacked StreamYard, like, oh, I'm in here, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, that's not being respectful.
Yeah, even his streams, they're mute. Like, when you look at every stream on his past videos, they're mute. I don't know why.
They're always mute.
Oh yeah, he probably mutes them after he's finished streaming.
They never be that long. Like, they'll be short as hell.
Yep.
And they don't ever talk about anything really important, just dumb shit.
Right.
Really,
he says what he wants, and then he mutes it, so that way he can't get, punished for violating any community guidelines.
I think you're right. He allowed his viewers to find the link so they can look at his something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm aware what he was doing. I'm aware what his followers were doing. They trying to make sure they're not caught in trouble. That's called jilting.
And they didn't have in those streams, they like to do the whole sub to each other thing. Hold on. No. Right. Hello. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right, Ronald.
Yeah. But in those streams, mostly all they do is talk about dumb stuff and just sub to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you quite imagine if I made a stream like...
Go ahead, Taylor.
Can you imagine if I made streams me and mute when I put in a tab when telling everyone, oh, sub. Make that make sense. Like, it doesn't go to work for your content.
Yeah.
And of course, Ronald probably remembers from visiting Paul's Positive Light gaming streams. YouTube's algorithm can mess up with, depending on who's posting what links to their channels.
Right.
So, when he's going to other people, like, that's the thing, is that I've seen Johannes or other YouTubers like Johannes posting their channel links or abusing their privilege as a mod on either Ronald or Ruby's live stream chats. And that's why I stopped it after a while, because I had that huge jump. Remember, Ronald, when I got that huge jump in subs?
Yeah.
And then it disappeared.
Yeah, which was dumb as shit, but yeah.
It was, because YouTube it will take away, or it will monitor your subscriber activity if you're posting your own link in someone else's live stream.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there's
intricacies in politics and involved in YouTube.
And there's a lot of etiquette when it comes to live streaming.
Yeah.
there's similarities between the between YouTube and Twitch, because there's different levels, there's different varieties, and some people are like, oh yeah, they'll do this and that, but then it's like you don't go into essentially what I learned early on before I started streaming this year in January is you shouldn't go around into someone else's live stream and talk about your own live stream. Like, hey, I'm going live right now. Everybody come on, hang out. It's like, what are you doing? And
Yeah.
YouTube, because they've had a lot of changes, especially with live streaming now being a big thing on YouTube. Like it's no longer just uploading this or that. Like that's why their community guidelines have changed at least twice over the last year and a half.
Really, I knew that YouTube just barely tricked us.
So, a lot of it's essentially learning how the algorithm works. Paul had, when I first met Paul, Ronald, as you and I have talked about before, Paul explained a lot of what he learned, his own experiences on how the algorithm works, because how he's been able to get his channel. And that's again, like I mentioned with the whole link thing. Oh, because I posted my link, he was telling everybody, given us permission. He gave all his viewers and visitors permission. Everybody, he was like, yeah, I think you're cool. Post, you got content. Everybody, the whole subscribing together and networking deal. And I posted my link when he gave us permission every time I visited him until I learned, oh, hell, that's how I lost all my new subs. Because that's one of the things the algorithm has, been updated to monitor so that you're not, in terms of the whole abusing, cyberbullying, and harassment, and this and that. That's how YouTube is trying to use the algorithm to, safeguard the community, quote unquote.
Oh, hey, Chris Harris.
Yeah. It's like I've learned better etiquette when it comes to streams, or also entering other people's streams as well too.
Right.
And it's helped a lot.
Yeah, and it's definitely not respectful when you're doing something that's the total opposite of etiquette by invading someone else's StreamYard without permission and posting content or videos or pictures that were not asked for or consented to.
Right.
What he did with Ruby. What he's been trying to do against Ruby. He knows exactly what will get Ruby in trouble or bring YouTube's hammer onto Ruby. Because Ruby's already had to take down, already lost a couple of videos here and there.
Yep.
So it's not
He's a real home invader.
He's not 100% ignorant.
Let's see by Johan's going by the way he's going about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to get himself. He's going to get the hammer brought on himself instead, so long as Ruby keeps his head above this.
Yeah, but see, this is like I feel like I give you honestly, he does get a little smarter over time, because now he's having his supporters do their own dirty work for him.
Right.
And see, like,
and that's not smart. That's going to get him more in trouble because that's a form of brigading. So he's not only going to get himself shut down.
He's going to get everybody else shut down.
He's going to get other people. He's going to get his followers and subscribers in trouble. He's basically getting them to violate YouTube community guidelines,
and trying to distance himself from the situation while playing the puppeteer, the puppet master, but trying to maintain being a victim, if you want to put it that way.
It makes it's not going to keep him safe. It's only making him more susceptible to punishment, essentially, or susceptible to losing his channel. It does allow him, as you say, to make himself look more alive. Yes.
Yeah. What up?
Guys, hello.
What's
Oh,
up?
wait.
Yes.
Right here. Still here.
Ronald was
Okay.
just responding to a question from the chat.
Yeah. What's up, Insomniac? Hold on.
Hello, it's Sonic 8. Stormy 8, correctly. I don't know. Hello there.
Speaking of Root, since we've been talking about Johannes and Ruby and stuff, I can't get. I want to give a shout out to Ruby. I think he was streaming earlier.
Yeah.
So if anybody, who follows me, Ronald, and Ruby, and Taylor, definitely go check out Ruby's channel. If he's still streaming, tell him we said hi. And of course, check out his video later if he's already done. If he started to he has a new schedule.
Oh, here he is. Yeah.
What's up?
Ahoy, Insomniac.
Ahoy, what's up, Kay?
Yo.
Wait, if I sign up, do I fucking no, hold on. So if I sign up, is it is it gonna take it out?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Hello?
I'm not signed up with StreamYard.
So how's it going, Kay?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Cool.
Just tired recently.
I can understand that. Just got off from work, started streaming.
Code in. Connect an account. Okay. Allow, whatever. All right. So what are we talking about? I just came here because I'm bored.
Yeah, Ronald's was talking about Johannes and the beef between Johannes and Ruby recently, and we've been talking about a lot of behavior that we've witnessed of Johannes and his alt accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, Johannes. I remember him.
Yeah, that guy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
He's a
YB
nut.
Hitler guy.
Parasite troll.
Pretty strange.
Very cringe.
There we go. Finally, profile photo.
Yeah. Cool one, by the way.
Thank you.
So we were discussing Johannes' cringy, annoying behavior.
Here, no. Let me go to YouTube because I remember him being in one of your live streams and he was there, and I was like, man, who is this kid?
Yeah.
Okay. He has 1,000 subscribers? How?
Yeah, he just got there.
He's sub bigger. He's totally a sub bigger.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, it's mostly shorts. Oh, no, it's all shorts, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, his content. Oh, I see why you guys are mad at him.
I'm definitely not mad at him.
I don't care for him.
I
don't really care.
It's just,
he just gets on my nerves.
He says, he wants to make friends and, he's respectful, and yet everything he does is the opposite.
Yeah, he just seems like a cringy 12-year-old on the internet who...
An attention seeker.
16.
16?
Yeah.
There's no way he's 16 and he acts like this.
He is. I'm sorry. He's admitted himself he's 16.
Oh my God.
He's from New Jersey.
Well, he could be lying.
He's probably lying because there's no way.
Could be on the money there. He's just we're just going off what other people tell us and what he says. He could be a 12. He looks young enough to be 12. He looks.
He probably sounds enough too.
Right. He could say, "Oh yeah, I'm 16, and that's a blah blah blah." It's like, dude, and I've got a girlfriend and this and that. It's like, especially when someone else says, "Oh, the whole he sent his pictures of his own dick to his ex-girlfriend or to his current girlfriend." It's like, Who the hell is saying that? How can we take that as actual fact or truth?
Because she has evidence of it, man.
They can say they have evidence.
What the hell, dude?
Doesn't mean that it's true. Just like
You're a
everything
Ruby
he's
King.
telling us, that he's been telling us and saying is true. The fact is, though, that everything he's been doing and saying is cringy as hell.
Yeah.
That ain't good. Well, I'm scrolling through his page. It's like he prefers quantity over quality.
Yes.
And not the other way around. Because like I've been scrolling for a while and I've only gotten to like 8 months back. Dude.
And it appeals, and as I mentioned to Ronald and Taylor earlier, it appeals, and Langbo, it appeals to a certain age demographic. That's why he is able to get the kind of sub count that he has, and then complain and cry when he loses subs.
Eesh.
Yeah.
It's all ghastly.
Oh. You see, my content may not be good, but at least I don't prefer dried socks for content than whatever this guy posts. Because this guy has the quality of like Amy Schumer live shows. It's not good.
It definitely doesn't appeal to my sensibilities.
Amy Schumer live shows, brother. That's just hella funny. I'm sorry. And she's hella cringe too.
This guy belongs on r/young people YouTube.
I definitely believe that it appeals to 12 and 16-year-olds.
I think younger than that.
12
Probably
to,
younger.
12 to 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
And if not younger, yeah. So
I
it's
think younger
it's going to appeal to people his age range or younger.
Yo, no. His age would not like this because my sister's his age, and she even roasts the shit out of this kid.
Just because she's the same age doesn't mean she's going to like the same content as everyone else her age.
I've asked her to show it to her friends, and they say the same thing.
And younger, because he's not the only one his age who behaves the way he does and puts out the kind of content that he does. He's not the only 12 or 16-year-old that does this.
True.
So of course, that's why he's got the kind of accounts he's got, because like attracts like. His content and his channel only appeals to people who act and do what he does and puts out the kind of content he does, who use it as a hobby the way he does. So of course there's going to be 1,000 people who like his content. Doesn't mean it's good content, just like Insomnia was saying. It's quantity over quality, and that's not good content.
Hence why when it came to the mods, I kind of cleaned house a little bit.
Right,
if you haven't noticed.
And if we want to use the word for it, it appeals to children of all ages. Children.
I've always put like, so you know how YouTube's like, oh, is your content for kids? And you're forced to be like yes or no. I would always put no, because I don't think my channel would necessarily appeal. I mean, maybe in the beginning it did, but like towards more recent content, I don't think it really appeals to kids, more of like teenagers and young adults. Like I started a podcast recently. Like,
right.
Ooh. So yeah, shockingly. And that's a shocking change. Like this, Johannes doesn't change. He's the same over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no change. He speaks of like, oh, I want to like be a great YouTuber. You can't be a good YouTuber if you don't switch up your content every now and then.
Adapt.
You get oh, his voice scares me. I also put my username in like the private chat if you guys want to add me.
Sure.
But,
yeah, you need a better content block. Can he be the same? Like, can you definitely imagine if I made a content based on, something like
he also
well, that's the thing. Here's the thing, if I may interject, is that the content you want to put out needs to be the content you want to put out. Everybody is allowing YouTube to conquer the channels and bury everything. I've seen a lot of good channels lose to the algorithms because they think we're all viewing this whole YouTube success strategy in the wrong sense. Put out the content you want to put out. Yeah, make it, adapt to certain things, changes that come forth because of the algorithm stuff. Insomnia's got a good perspective on that. because Johannes definitely doesn't have. There's no change in his content. He has no real variety in terms of what can actually appeal to the kind of audience he really actually wants. Instead, what he's doing and why a part of the reason he's successful with the YouTube algorithms in that regard is because he's putting out the content he wants to put out. And that's why he's getting what he wants in terms of subscriber numbers in games and numbers in losses. And then going around being like a troll and acting all cringe and doing all this stuff.
But see, a lot of
Really
that could be also be alternate accounts too.
Right, and of course what he's doing
What's
with
one of
his
his alternate
who
accounts?
knows? Who knows? His main channel, a lot of it may be because he has a bunch of alt accounts. He could just be pumping his own, inflating his own numbers, in a sense. I'm pretty sure me and Ruby aren't the only ones who have at least one alt account subscribed to our main channel.
I don't use an alt account. I just have like my main channel, and then I use that account for pretty much everything.
This channel that I've been working on for the last that I've now made a hobby for the last 2 years. It's been around for a long time because it was before YouTube got bought by Google. This was my original YouTube.
Huh.
It was just supposed to be an archive of my old website, animeaj.com, where I had my own videos back in the day. From 2005 to 2007, all the AMVs that I uploaded on YouTube from those years, this is where I put them. Some of them I deleted and probably shouldn't have because of the numbers. I deleted because they were partially blocked, and that was from back at, now things have gotten more stricter, so now certain other videos are now been partially blocked, like in Japan. Right? Some of my DBZ music videos are not viewable because of how Toei has been acting over the last 2 years. Like with Ronald, Totally Not Mark, the DBZ guy?
Yeah.
Yep, so Insomnia knows of him. So like after Toei came down, like I noticed it because one of my videos that was not blocked in Japan ended up getting blocked there after like his incident with Toei. I was like, oh shit, Toei is coming down with YouTube. There are other videos that I've tried posting that have recently gotten caught by the algorithms. Like, oh yeah, like automatic block. Like these aren't. It's the kind of shit that Totally Not Mark was talking about. Like there is abuse going on in the system. And and another thing I've noticed is, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna end my thought there.
Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily like Johannes isn't necessarily a good person. I think he's trying to just get attention or like grab attention.
Yeah, he's an attention seeker.
Like him and Ronald like very similar sub counts, but way different content types. So hold on, I'm gonna like change.
Yes, that's why, as I mentioned,
setting.
Ronald again. Your tactics, the kind of the frequency and regularity with your streaming schedule, and the kind of content you've been putting out and uploading, you've been able to beat what Johannes was trying to do in terms of interfering with the algorithm on your channel.
Right.
So you've proven to be more successful, in my opinion, than Johannes.
Yeah, you're hitting it better. So if I go to your channel.
And of course, that's the kind of content you want to put out. That's why you're seeing that success, Ronald. That's why you're seeing better success, because you want something better. Johannes doesn't want anything better. If he wanted better, his content wouldn't be the way it is.
Exactly.
And you hit.
And of course, I know I'm at 188 subs or something.
191.
And I know if I wanted to grow, I got to produce, alternative content than what I'm currently doing. And that's why I've got a second alt channel.
Mine was
in that regard,
86 subscribes, 86 subs.
Right. So in that regard, I'm not. It's I'd like to see my numbers in views go up. I love when I see the numbers for my views go up, and I love seeing the numbers go up when it's new viewers because I like getting newer viewers. I want to get as many more people as possible. It's not. It would be good too to see my sub numbers go up as well. I don't stress about it,
right?
Like children like Johannes do, or do it like they basically. This is the Facebook fad. This is a Facebook fad, where they use the subs count as your friend list, your friend numbers. Like, oh, I've got 25,000 friends on Facebook. It's
Wow.
that all over again. It's just like in MySpace. I've got 5,000 friends on MySpace. It's like,
Right.
wow, okay, cool. What does that mean?
Yeah. Good for
It's like
you.
how it doesn't translate into anything in the sense that cryptocurrency could. It's meaningless. There really is no value in claiming I have so many followers or friends like you're a millionaire. Now, granted, with social media like that, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you can have a community and promote products and merchandise and content, right? That you can make a revenue off. A lot of YouTubers are making, they've quit their day jobs because their hobby now provides them with their living expenses. They're making revenue off their YouTube hobby. And that's what I'm getting at is if YouTube hobbyists and streamers want that, then they should continue to stick to their guns and make the content that they want. So Taylor, I'm not necessarily saying it just for you or to you. It's for everybody out there as well as myself. Make what you want to make. And if you don't like making what you're currently making, and that's why you were thinking about doing something else, that's good. Make sure it's what you want to do. Don't worry about anybody else. As long as you're happy doing what you want to do, you will see success eventually. Again, my channel's been around for a long time.
Okay.
It started as a hobby.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm still doing mine as kind of like a hobby, but as I got further in, I take it more seriously now.
Right.
Let's be honest, Johannes was way ahead of me.
And there's a lot of people who do that who are VTubers as well. Being a VTuber is just a hobby, and that's good because and if they're having fun, and that's what they want to do.
Sorry about that.
That's why they see success. That's why they see their numbers go up because that they are drawing like attracts like. They are attracting people who like that energy, who are of that same mindset, that they enjoy what they do. They're passionate about what they want to do. And
my video.
Other VTubers and variety streamers, some of them, if they're doing it as a hobby, they may have a day job still. So then there's that struggle of trying to balance work life with your hobbies. It's like I want to be successful here, but I also need to pay the bills to make sure I can continue doing my hobby, so I can put out the content I want and attract the viewers that I want to bring to my table. And with that success, we are going to find the trolls like Johannes and others. So like Ruby King says, it's he has said a lot about that, about what Matt comes around.
Okay, speaking of trolls, a few months ago I posted a video on a song, and apparently the owner of that song did not like very much that I posted it because he quit the game and he didn't want anybody to upload the song anymore. And he thought I was uploading an OST instead of actual gameplay, which I was doing. It was gameplay. And so he had his friend harass me to the point where I had to delete the video, and his friend didn't even work on the mod. So I'm like, what the hell? Why I deleted it for no reason.
Some people are petty like that, bro.
Well, I mean, he's 12, so of course he would act like that.
No.
Although a few months later, I did re-upload the video because I'm funny like that. Not a word has been said.
Good move.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah, I think he just stopped caring. I forgot his name, actually. Here, wait. Oh, I didn't. I remember him. Okay.
Also, the other thing, because Ruby posted a video about Johannes, well, he got his video being pulled out by YouTube because his own, his friends here, aka his, his follower, not seen, his friends, his followers, his YouTubers, who just don't know criticizing him. Like, you got Toxic Bones attack me on the chat on Ruby streams, and I never been surprised.
Well, what happened to his boyfriend Ferdinand?
Who? You mean?
That weird kid Ferdinand, that Hispanic weirdo.
Oh, you mean a Spaniard guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's somewhere. Or he probably quit YouTube again, grounded by his Carmen Mother version of his mom. Probably getting grounded for. I mean, you're grounded for 100 years.
I never understood those videos. Like, what the fuck? What is that?
You cannot ground me, ma'am. You cannot ground me, ma'am.
Like, those videos are like weird. I never understood those type of videos. It's just what? Like, the plots of the stories and the animation, like, I never could understand it.
It's just trolling videos.
Man, what the? Why would he reveal like his own personal life? Like, I get, yes, it's depressing and all, but like, why would you post that on YouTube?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody
And
cares.
your location, and it was Chris Harris too. I'm looking at Chris Harris's channel, and there was a reveal. I'm sorry, Chris, if I'm offending you in any way. I
All
completely
speech is
apologize,
offensive.
but like, come on, man. You don't want people knowing about your personal life on YouTube unless that's your kind of thing. Nor do people want your location.
Yeah, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah,
Got too many fucked up people in the world.
I mean, that was 6 months ago.
You
there's
want
a
to
reason.
get by
There's a reason
stream.
anonymity exists on the internet in the first place. People have lost respect for it.
You don't see me doing that. You don't see a lot of people doing that. Is that a cat I see?
Yeah, we've turned into a cat video now. We got to keep the camera on the cat, so that because now that's how you get the views.
Keep it
It's
on
my
cat.
cat, Stefan.
Yeah, cats are awesome. The internet
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
made for cats. They say
For
it was
me,
made for
I make
porn, but
videos about my
honestly, we
cats.
all know it was for cats.
I know. I made videos with my cats for my personal life. My cats are cute. I guess can't help it. I'm a cat person.
Yeah, you even got an avatar, your PFP for YouTube for YouTube and the stream.
Wait,
Here is,
hold on.
Jahi-sama.
Hold on.
She's got the little cat ears for her hair.
Pause.
Wait, what
I'm
kind of
sorry.
pause? Are we talking
What?
cat pause?
No. What did this person just say in chat? I'm sorry. Why?
Is there role playing on this live stream?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
What
in
the
a
fuck?
sense, in a sense, I'm role
I'm
playing.
sorry.
That's what my
But what
character
the
anime
Krispy
AJ
Kreme
is.
fuck do you think you're doing here if you're looking for that?
Wait, I
Like-
think Insomniac is obviously lacking some sleep because he's thinking of something else.
No, that's not. No, why would you bring that up? Hilarious. Funny joke. Funny
What's up?
joke.
What's up,
So
Sticky
sticky.
Gaming?
Well, like I said, there's a little bit of role playing going on.
I mean, Catman over here, probably, but
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Be right back.
All right.
Technically, I'm a
this guy
Steve.
just Jackbox. Shit. And Digimon. Bonkers.
At least that's the way I like to describe it to make it sound funny and weird in terms of like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to prevent myself from doxing myself. So I have no intention of revealing. I have no intention of revealing my face or my address. Like, my personal stuff and my personal life will only divulge to a certain degree and under certain descriptions, but nothing that would actually reveal. So that's like, yeah. Why do people go around revealing like their address on YouTube? That whole thing.
That's stupid.
It's not smart. It's not smart. What I think though is that it's similar in a sense to like a blog or personal.
it's a bad decision.
That one would be
Really
some
bad
people-
decision.
So it's not a smart one for sure. Some people I think that's kind of how like Johannes, people like Johannes use YouTube. In one way, it could be looked at as some young teenager who's doing it as a daily journal or coping mechanism, and then he just takes out his trauma and aggression and whatever, and acts like a troll and a bully on to other people when he doesn't get what he wants.
Are you talking about Johannes again?
Yeah.
He doesn't act like a troll. He is a troll.
He's not just a troll. He's kind of a douchebag.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
A big one.
It's okay, Chris. It's just
definitely not friendly or respectful for sure.
It's just, yeah, don't do that stuff
says-
because
says
you
that
don't
he's-
want to dox yourself.
He knows, yeah, he definitely knows. He's like telling Ruby, "Oh, I'm respectful, or I know how to respect," and like I'm just trying to be friends, or this and that. And
Wait.
that he did. What
He's
he did
totally a
on
liar.
the stream. So he's, he says one thing and does another, and that's not. Yeah, it's
Does
definitely
one of
not,
you-
it's definitely not respectful. It's definitely the kind of behavior of douchebag does.
Does one of you have his Discord or something?
Back guys. Back
That would
guys.
be no. That's why. Why would we?
Well,
what? That's just
I
like,
would-
that's asking
bold-
for him to join.
bold of me to assume he had Discord in the first place.
Well, yeah, he's definitely probably got a Discord. How else would he have so many subs every time, whenever something happens?
There's Milo there.
There's another cat.
There's another cat. I wish I had mine, but
I don't have pets. So yeah, sorry.
Hey.
mine are
where
like
is
sleeping downstairs.
They're like, what are you
Where
doing?
you can go.
Why do you do this to us, human?
Fuck. Oh God.
So sweet. Very cute cat.
Enjoy the time while
Cat.
it lasts, because it won't be very long before our cat overlords finally rise up after they've had enough of the BS. They managed to conquer the internet. They're going to conquer the world. I guarantee it.
Cats already conquered the world.
Hold on. What is this?
Yeah,
fucking-
technically they did. What was it, like 5,000 years ago?
Two monitors.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, technically hieroglyphs are a form of memes, and cats have been in hieroglyphs. Yeah, the cats invented memes.
Yeah, like a grumpy cat.
It's like,
Rest in
wait,
peace,
what?
Grumpy
How is that logical? Where's the connection?
Thanks to Turkey, cats are in Europe.
Oh yeah, yep, exactly. In fact, because thanks to Turkey, we have Turkey.
Well, agent because they had cats.
Well,
Oh,
he
no.
was saying that's how cats became popular. Basically was one route that they became popular in Europe was through Turkey, through the cultural exchange. So it would have gone
Thank
from
you,
Russia
Turkey.
to Turkey and into Greece and then the rest of Europe.
Also, I watched this documentary about, cats in Turkey. I forget what his name is. It's talking about him. So I guess you guys should find it or check it out. It's a good documentary. I watched it years ago. So it came out in 2012, I think. I forget.
Speaking of cats and cultural exchange, did you know that some of the modern cat breeds that exist are actually hybrids of other cat breeds?
I'm not surprised.
Like feline?
So you guys know of what the Persian Longhair is, right?
Yep, that's a breed.
It's a typical solid color, like say a pure white Persian. Okay, and then there's the Siamese cat, right?
Yep.
Okay. Imagine what a cross between those two breeds would look like, and tell me which breed it is in real life.
Norwegian?
Norwegian?
Or
No,
Middle
no. Geographically, what is between Persia and Thailand? Between Iran and Thailand.
Siamese cats?
Well, Siamese come from Thailand, so the Himalayas, the Himalayan cat is the crossbreed of a Persian and a Siamese.
Cool.
Cats conquered the world and became so popular that humans
Pretty much.
humans from different cultures back in the day were like, oh, hey, I like your cat. Oh, hey, I like yours. Oh, hey, what if we mix them?
Bada bing,
Yeah.
bada boom.
You got
I
your
like
Siamese
these
cat
ones.
in my Persian. When you got your Persian cat in my Siamese.
Hey, I'll be
Like
right
that
back.
Family Guy scene, with the Reese's peanut butter.
Oh yeah, I got you. So
The
I
two
had
guys
to.
are drunk. They're like, oh man, I love eating peanut butter. Oh man, I love eating chocolate. Crash. Oh, what happened? I'm off for Reese's. What happened here? You got peanut butter in my chocolate. You got chocolate in my peanut butter.
Right. I need meat.
Sorry, I
yeah.
had Reese's earlier. I'm still thinking about them. I love Reese's Pieces.
Hey guys,
Reese's is
I
mid
got
sometimes.
yeah. Hey guys, I have most Family Guy funniest part. Do you know that the Family Guy scene with Lois in the Halloween episode, with Chris wearing a black red dress as Bill Cosby, and she got offended, and so he just tell him to dress as an idiot cheat costume.
I don't think I've seen that episode.
I don't watch Family Guy.
Yeah, I
I
stopped
watched
watching it. I've got the first 5 or 6 seasons on DVD. Those in my opinion are the best.
Yeah, I learned to go in the old Family Guy style.
Yeah.
Like you could get
Kind
my
of like how I
clip.
enjoy the older Simpsons
I don't know what you're
episodes,
from.
especially the one with the babysitter who was a serial killer. That was a really good episode. That's a classic.
Oh yeah, I remember. I miss the old Simpsons.
And now, of course, we don't have the original voice of Apu anymore. It is definitely not The Simpsons. The Simpsons is no longer The Simpsons.
It's no longer the same. They gotta
Just
put
like-
racial segregation voice acting, guys. This is
And
2020.
I think South Park is also, they've not jumped the shark like other shows have. However, I do think there is a point in time where South Park has changed as well when the lockdowns happened and their new season of the original setup for the 24th season, it all got shut down. They only had like 1 or 2 episodes that entire year.
Rough.
Now they've been mostly streaming. It's mostly been streaming content, like their online movies and stuff. And I'm just like, man, what happened to regular South Park? Why isn't there a focus on that? Why don't we get, a lot of shit has changed in the story. What helps South Park maintain its status as being, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, better than Family Guy or The Simpsons is continuity. It stays true to the continuity. So things that happen in previous episodes, they either acknowledge or they reference later. You know what I mean? Like their 200th episode. Oh man, that was a banger.
South Park loves to make fun of stupid things in the world.
Mm-hmm. And I love how they'll make fun of themselves too.
Hmm. Woke definitely did not like strong woman. South Park
Oh, really?
episode.
I actually kind of like them, but I'm still wishing that they'll bring back Principal Victoria. And I think did they get rid of another character recently? I think it's been a while since I saw any of the new episodes. I don't watch South Park as often as I do anymore because of the newer episodes. So I watch a lot of the older stuff.
Miss Big Gay L.
No, he's still around.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we don't see him enough.
I mean, I think maybe Mr. Mackey. I think it was Mr. Mackey in the most recent season on Comedy Central. Okay, not streaming, because I think they've got Streaming Wars. Was the most recent one, and I think Mr. Mackey was a central figure in the recent season. There was some new developments with his character and other characters as well. You okay, Insomniac?
Yeah, I'm good. Just listening.
Because you're typing or clicking pretty hard there now.
Yeah, you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm playing a game right now, so if you
okay.
hear any clicks, just don't mind them. It's fine. I'm not breaking my mouse, I promise you. So, on a more serious topic, Andrew Tate. Thoughts, opinions?
No idea who or what you're talking about.
Oh,
You,
him?
you've
Yo.
got to be shitting me. You don't know who Andrew Tate
You
is?
don't know who that is?
Nope.
He
Just
kind of
like,
blew up.
just like I don't know anything about what's going on with Johannes except what I see on Ruby King's stream. Just like how you ignored what Johannes was trying to do against you and proved yourself to be more successful.
Andrew Tate is a massive figure right now.
Yeah.
Because people hate him. He's a
Mostly
fascist,
feminist and Me Too
far-right,
movement.
misogynistic guy. He's a millionaire, and he started a pyramid scheme university called Hustlers University, where it was basically like side jobs or like ways to earn money really quickly.
Oh, so he did what Donald Trump did and created another Trump university, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. And then he
So
just
why
recently
is everybody flocking to Trump like he's the goddamn savior of the universe?
No, he's not. It's just like
Well, I'm getting at
young,
is like
lonely
this
men.
is yeah, it's just like, dude, what is with these fucking fake university bullshit schemes?
It's a pyramid scheme. It's a way
Well, that's
to
what
earn
everything
money.
is essentially. Everything is a pyramid scheme. Going to work, a regular job is actually a pyramid scheme. You've got somebody at the top of that pyramid, a president of a company. What this is not a pyramid scheme, it's a scam.
Yeah, he's a badass
Illegal.
kickboxer, but
It's an illegal pyramid scheme.
Well, scams are illegal.
And you want to know what
basically
Hustlers
it's
University
defrauding
is?
people of their it's defrauding people of their money. That's why universities and colleges are required by law to get what is that word? Accreditation, right? They got to get accredited first.
And you want to know what he uses as like a site for his university?
Well,
Discord. You pay $50 a month for a stupid Discord server.
well, that
Wow,
sounds like
really?
a scam. Why is anybody paying for Discord?
And you want to know how many like members the server had? It had like 100,000 members.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
there are definitely a
he
lot
was
of people who are stupid enough to do that.
Yeah, he recently got banned on all forms of social media, like a
Good.
few days ago. So he's kind of also a douche. He looks like if you had a pit bull and you tried to draw it from memory. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, if I
anybody who commits fraud or defrauds people of their money against their will or without giving them full disclosure is essentially a douchebag.
Like, he tries to
And
be
that's
Kevin Samuels,
That's
but
what fraudulent activity is. It's douchery.
he tries to be Kevin Samuels, I think, but in his own way. In his own misogynist douche way, though. He's funny. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
He's
every douche
very
has- every
entertaining
douche-
to watch.
Every douche has its
Yeah.
own unique sense.
But it's like his talking points be kind of, yeah. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, he's really good at kickboxing. Like he was professional for a few years. He won a
Yeah.
world title in Europe. Like he was first in his division in Europe.
So he thought
he
he had
did
more
that.
success.
He
doing
did that for
something.
several years until like 2014, I think.
Yeah, it
and he
makes one
stopped.
wonder because we're talking about how people doing things they want to do that they're passionate about wanting to do instead of doing what they think would make them successful. He went after money rather than his actual passion. He abandoned his passion to defraud people of their own money so that he could be rich.
He's also racist.
See what that's getting him, and where that's going to end up. But we all know what that kind of behavior, like again, is typical, like what people like Johannes on YouTube are doing, all this troll behavior. It's essentially fraud is trolling. It's a form of trolling. You can say it's a form of trolling because you're tricking people. You're saying one thing and doing another. You're lying. You're stealing. You're cheating. You're scamming them just because you want to inconvenience them in order to benefit yourself. And this Andrew Tate guy definitely sounds like he cared more about stealing other people's money so he could live what he thinks is a better life instead of sticking with his kickboxing, which, like you said, I mean, if you're saying he was good at it and he was in it for several years, it's like, well, why would he quit something that he was obviously good at and do something that is completely wrong and not cool? You know?
When I look at Andrew Tate, I think of Fresh and Fit, but just more successful.
A scheme almost escaped me for my money.
He also fled to Romania for a few years before all this internet stuff because he was accused of kidnapping and raping an American woman and a Romanian woman.
Speaking of Andrew, my mom just, my mother's acting like a little type. My mother always like, he's misogynist, saving black women. She also like sarcastic, so I'd be smiling like, seriously, misogyny is very serious. What's going on with you? She just, I don't know about Andrew Type. Yeah, I don't know about him.
He's not a good person. I would do your research on him because he is very strong at debating. Like, he's very good at that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Fuck. Ooh, wait, am I not allowed to curse on this stream? This is a child-friendly type content.
Oh no, you're good, bro. You're good.
We're not that family friendly.
We're not child-friendly. Fuck. Fuck the rules. Fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah, I wonder how everybody enjoys. It really surprises me that most Americans aren't clamoring about that because that's a fucking European law, and YouTube is forcing it on Americans.
Yeah, where's the more?
Oh yeah, COPPA is a Euro law, but
where is it?
None of, as far as I'm aware, a lot of people on my Discord are not.
COPPA is an American law.
It's
an FTA.
There's no equivalent of American law. It's not American law.
COPPA.
In fact, I think it's Britain specifically.
Britain are crazy.
Yep, they're definitely woke. They're definitely 1984. They're in stock.
No, COPPA is a U.S. law. It's a federal law. COPPA stands for the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. It's a federal law that imposes specific requirements on operators of websites and online services to protect the privacy of children under 13. The act was passed by the U.S. Congress in '98 and took effect in April 2000. So it's a U.S. law, but it applies.
I wonder about that because the whole thing about selecting your content for children or not children was only done recently. It has not been around since. I mean, think about that. Think about that. YouTube has been around since after this law was passed. So then, why is this suddenly? No, it's not because of COPPA. It's because of something else. It's a European law. I'll do more research on it. But there is that whole change with the selecting of the videos from being for children. It didn't exist until a European law was passed recently in the last 3 years. I think it was before the lockdowns. I just can't remember if it's EU or Britain specifically. But it was like, why are we suddenly being required by YouTube to, select our channel and or our videos as set for children or not? I'm like, I never had to do that. I've had this channel since 2011 when I uploaded all my video EMVs from 2005 to 7, as I mentioned earlier. And it was just like, when that passed, I was like, what's going on here? Read up on it, and it was like
European law are getting crazier.
Yeah. And
I'm from Europe after all.
And it blew my mind that suddenly I had it. I'm like, well, anime is for, adults and children of all ages. And a lot of the content, and what I read originally is that
my channel is very in general.
Yeah, it was supposed to be, because I was trying to introduce these shows and movies to new audiences. Again, that's why I mentioned, I like the fact that I keep getting more and more new viewers rather than returning subscribers, and I'd like to see my subscribers return as well. So I'd like to see all that. It's like I don't stress about it because I make the videos and streaming live streams that I want. So, like I mentioned about Taylor, you know, do what you want. That's what you'll find where you'll find success because you'll be happy doing what you want rather than what YouTube wants.
Wait, what's that noise?
That's Insomniac being aggressive.
That's probably me. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, man, you gotta
Mouse attack.
Okay.
You gotta wait to mute that mouse.
I think the mouse killed it.
Oh shit.
Oh, rest in peace. Oh.
Poor mouse probably died.
Yeah. Poor mouse.
We salute you,
Jerry.
mouse.
Poor Jerry. Hold up.
And yeah, just think of the children. Somebody think of the children.
Oops.
Everything's
Oh,
always
oops.
about the. Welcome
Oops.
back.
I accidentally put it. I accidentally put it into a new tab, and I thought I just copied the tab into a new browser, and I didn't, and it was just the original tab, so it closed it out, and it just kicked me out.
Yeah. Got to be more careful. Got
So-
to be more careful.
Do you guys want to read them? You guys want to check out this meme? I'm going to post it here in the backstage. I love how it's
Rage
talking
quit
about
if I
this thing,
ever
and then
seen
there's-
one.
And then they got what they're talking about circle, but that's not the point of the meme. I'm just like,
Wait.
what the heck?
Wait, hold up. I don't know, Chief. Something ain't right here. I don't know. Something ain't right here, Chief. I can't tell what it is. Something ain't right. I wonder. Maybe it's the person cosplaying in the background. I don't know. Something about that. Slightly odd.
It's a bit strange. It's still worth learning because they're talking about. I'm like, what the? Wow. Focus much?
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah, I love Japanese memes. I love memes where people on Twitter are posting about shit from Japan. It's just like, yeah, that's pretty clever. That is what I consider like S tier trolling. It's more of the whole you're trolling because you know something. With the memeing culture I mentioned, Ronald. Like you're trying to share some sort of knowledge or information. And you're playing a little joke as well. It's a joke,
right?
For that, because that's what memes are. Most memes are just jokes, and most jokes are funny because they're based on truth.
Most of my videos are fun and games.
Sticky Gaming is like, I'm too boomer. What happened? I shared a link for a meme in the backstage here on StreamYard. So if Ronald wanted to share it, I posted it in here so that he can view it first.
Hold up.
Didn't want to post anything in his live chat without permission, But it's a good cosplay, right? That's if I may say, that was from Nooks Taku Submissions, the official Nooks Taku subreddit. I think she's a Fox girl too. There's one popular YouTuber likes to say Fox girls are better.
Neko girls are cute.
I knew somebody was going to bring up cat girls.
I didn't want to be the first, so yeah.
we already know you're a wee, Ronald. So just come on out and say which kind of animal girl you like. Cat girls, dog girls, fox girls. You like them all?
Like
I
them
like
all.
wolf girls. Wolf
Like
girls.
them all.
Yeah.
Like them all.
Can't deny that. It's hard to pick just one. Probably why
Raccoon
harems are
girls
so
seems to
popular in
be
anime.
very popular.
What was that, Lingo?
Raccoon girls, you know, Rising of the Shield Hero.
Well, she's a Tanuki. Those are canines.
Oh, yeah,
So she's
but
a dog girl technically.
A
but
dirty
she's pretty cool.
She is, especially with the pink eyes.
Oh, I see it. Well, the cosplay there.
That's why she's so loyal to that's why she's so loyal to Naofumi, because she's a puppy. She's a puppy dog. She follows them everywhere.
And now she's the katana hero.
Oh yeah, you saw the new season 2? Season 3 comes out soon.
Now that is a katana.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I wasn't sure that was going to be the storyline for season 2. I'm glad that we got to see that, and that was the focus, because it kind of makes sense that's why they would have, it would only be about, what was it, 12 episodes this season, I think, for Shield Hero 2. I was like, man, I want 24 episodes like last year. I'm sorry, the year before that, last season. And we only got 12, and I was like, well, at least we got a story focused on Noctelli. We got to see her become the Katana vassal hero. And of course, he's the shield hero, so he's one of the 4 cardinal heroes. So she's on his side. I'm like, yeah, that's good. I want to see what's going to happen next now. I think my favorite scene from Shield Hero Season 2 would be near the end of which anime, Sticky? Yeah, Shield Hero Season 2, Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. My favorite scene was when Naofumi and the rest went to go and save her, and then they finally all reunite with her. And because she's the Katana hero, she's no longer. The slave crest is gone. It can't be reapplied. All that stuff. So Naofumi thinks she's gonna leave. Blah blah blah. And she does the family thing. She says, "I'm home." She basically says, "I'm home." She basically tells them that she's come home. That's basically what she said. I can't remember what it was. I posted a video. I uploaded a video of it, but what she said was what you would say when you return home to your family in Japan, like you're coming home from school or you're coming home from work. And then he gives the customary response is "Welcome home." And I was just like, I didn't need subtitles for that scene. I was like, the subtitles were playing, of course, but I was just like, oh man, this scene hits so fucking hard. It was good. What'd you think of that, Mango? That scene when she came back when she hugged Naofumi and said she was home.
Very cute.
It was. It was very wholesome.
Very sexy. And she got to be boobies there. Yeah, in my opinion, she got a bunchy boobs.
Are you looking at her pic from season 1 when she was in the swimsuit? The beach episode?
No, I am watching.
No, I mean, did you find a picture? Because the beach episode, that was a pretty good episode. It was like, oh, they threw a beach episode in. Nice. And now Fumi just ignored her. It's like, dude. Like, she straight up asked him for his opinion on how she looked in her two-piece. That's like, why is he ignoring that?
See you guys later.
Have a good one.
I also have to go too, but I'm getting tired.
See you later, buddy.
Good night.
Okay. This is a Fierce Side Back by Queen. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out here and
Here's the queen.
Oh, I ain't
Support
in it yet.
the queen.
I wasn't in it yet.
support the queen, baby.
All right, see ya.
So you hyped up for season 3, Langbo?
Unfortunately, I didn't see it.
Well, it hasn't come out yet. I was asking if you're hyped up for it.
Hey,
Of course. Of course.
Do you have any ideas of what the next season, what part of the story the season's going to cover?
No.
No, neither do I. I kind of like it that way since I don't read the light novels. What about you? I'm not sure if you have seen Shield Hero 2 or even this first season, Ronald. I can't remember.
all right, I'm gonna play a quick video right quick.
You find a video?
Yeah, hold up.
What do you got?
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon.
Not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who would want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but no.
What's his name, Ash?
Come on. There's so many years left. Come on. It's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting.
Dick fuck. Ah, yes, my grandson, Dick fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey ahead.
name isn't-
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
The Pokemon Master Dick fuck.
Oh, I got one more.
Dick.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
You, Mario. I'd still have you.
Invincible number 2.
Bruh. I love that video. Especially
Right.
like when he gets at the end, he's like, mostly because it's a different reaction than the animation emotes better in my opinion for Mario than it did for what's his name in Invincible. So, and that's why I'm glad that the video this little short was because Luigi's like, you think like he looks like he's gonna die, and Luigi's just like, you Mario, I still have you. And Mario is just like, his face, I'm just like, oh god. The first time I saw that, I shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie, I shed a tear. I was like, brah.
I know, right?
Brah, man.
Yes.
He's, Mario's just like, oh shit, that's my bro.
Yes.
All right, hold on. One more. That was it. Oh, noticed it.
Good heavens, would you look at the time? Duel.
What's up, Noodleston? How's it going?
Anybody?
Hello? Understand?
Hello.
He's got himself on mute, and he thinks YouTube deleted his StreamYard profile picture.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's not your YouTube. It's not your YouTube. It's StreamYard, Noodleston.
What's up, Dark Shadows Paranormal in History? Welcome to the
That's why they
stream.
re-upload it, maybe. Unless you got an account on StreamYard, then yeah, that would be unfortunate if you got deleted. Ahoy, Teshu!
What's up, Teshu? How's it going, buddy?
Uh-oh. Yeah, Langbo's back.
Finger slip.
No worries.
My bad.
It's all good, buddy.
As a freaking, you know what meme I was referencing, right, Ronald? About the good heavens, look at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I was thinking of looking it up. I'm like, nah, he knows what I'm talking about. I loved how they just basically, it wasn't like a good Photoshop. It's just like a cut and paste, but it's still just funny seeing Yugi's head on that meme and the clock. They just replace each hour. It just says duel. So
Right.
like, so it's like the song. It's like duel.
Do.
Oh yeah, and then of course there was I found the Hank Hill and Yu-Gi-Oh meme, and then what's his face posted that other one where it's Hank Hill as a summons. He sells propane and propane accessories.
Oh yeah. Um. Yu-Gi-Oh does have a lot of finger guns because of 4Kids.
Oh man, there's been some interesting memes going around with the Yu-Gi-Oh formats. And they're pretty
Yeah,
funny.
it really has.
So, speaking of which, because that's where I'm at right now, Ronald, is I was looking at Reddit. I'm thinking of using Reddit in the way that Ruby has been using Twitter. I think that's going to be my new Twitter until things actually take off, in terms of whether or not I get 200 or 1,000 subs on YouTube, or even become a popular VTuber once I get my model commission, But I think that's where I'm going to stick out, and I'm going to use Discord and Reddit as my social media for my channel.
Right. I get you. I used to use other social media platforms as to help my channel, but I just said, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna own this space up straight up, just make content and improve on my content.
I did attempt to make a Twitter account.
I would never do a Twitter account. Never.
Well, I was, thinking of linking up with Ruby. But however, regardless, I'm grateful that you and him each have an account on Reddit at least. That way we can link together. We're linked together over there, and it's just the interesting thing is that after I made the account on Reddit, I tried to make one on Twitter, someone made an account on Twitter using my email. It won't.
Really?
The email I have from my Reddit and my Discord has already been used to create an account on Twitter, and I'm like, how is that possible? I had just created it before creating my Reddit account, and I created it before. I created it specifically to be to dedicate it for my Discord and have that as for my Reddit and Twitter. And I can't. And I'm like, man, I should bring that up with Ruby sometime next time I have a live chat with him, a live stream with him at least. See if he could look, if there's a way to look up who it is, because unless you have a Twitter account, even trying to Google it, like I can't find, it won't allow me to find, whose Twitter page has my email. You can't search Twitter using email on Google, basically.
I got you.
So you actually have to search on Twitter to find Twitter profiles. Oh, he's been revealing his face, Teshu.
Yeah.
He basically he flashes his face all the time.
Pretty much, yeah.
And just his face.
Yes. No weird dick pics.
Yeah, we're not Johannes.
No, just unrequested face reveals. Especially when people request them.
Yeah. Yeah. Got your face revealed, so I got that out the way. Ugh.
You had that out the way a long time ago on this stream.
Pretty much, but I get new people asking for a face reveal.
Right.
These are mostly new people now asking.
What about Demon Slayer? You've seen that, Langbo?
No, but I did. I do like the characters.
Nice. You definitely should check it out. And if you're seeking anything to convince you of watching it, I've got 2 music videos I've made this summer featuring Demon Slayer, and I'm working on some more. And my most recent one, I'm just like, Ronnie, you gotta let me. I want you to do another preview of it again, like the last time.
Wait, say it again.
Remember how I gave you a sneak peek of my Demon Slayer AMV?
Yeah.
And then I gave one to Ruby. Yeah, I'd like to give you guys both a sneak peek of this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I could. Especially Ruby, because I had a little, when I was doing one of the other videos, and I did a preview of it for him. We got to talking about Demon Slayer, and I told him about my ideas for my other Demon Slayer videos. And because of that conversation, I told him, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing one that features the battle from Entertainment District Arc. And this is that video. So that's why I definitely want him to get a peek at it. But I also want you to get a peek at it because, I'm just hyping it up. And I know you also like Demon Slayer.
Yes.
So if you like the other 2, I think you'll like this one as well, Ronald. And if you haven't seen Demon Slayer Langbo, again, maybe one of my Demon Slayer AMVs might convince you in the future. Because it is worth binging for sure.
And Shinichi was sleeping all the time.
Oh, Zenitsu, yeah, where he sleeps. He's basically sleepwalking samurai.
My live stream last night was deleted because of copyright. Dang, that sucks. Sorry to hear that.
Wow, that sucks. Yeah, you gotta be careful with what kind of music or content you've got on your live streams. They're not as strict when it comes to like uploading a video. Like for example, my AMVs, I've got anime, which is copyright. I've got the music, which is copyright, but they don't get taken down on live streams. If I broadcast the music on my streams, and yeah, that'll get copyright and potentially blocked or removed by YouTube automatically. I've had that actually happen earlier this year. I was playing music videos, and one of them just happened to be from a very they kind of pulled a Toei. They kind of got a Toei thing going on, and they got me on the stream, and I was like, I was doing live commentary. It's like, that's not fair. But it is what it is.
Oh snap! The stream's starting to pick up speed. I'm starting to get more people in here.
Yeah, see?
It's all good. And
Yeah,
thank you, Mark.
one
We
thing
have
I
another
learned,
guest.
I think what I learned from my watching this past 8 months with my YouTube and my live streams and uploads is that, especially with my live streams, a lot of my viewers, and again, I'm only speaking for my channel, and I'm just sharing this so that way anyone out there, including you, Ronald, who monitor your YouTube studio stats and whatnot, I noticed on my channel that a lot of my viewers, they tend to watch my content, like my live streams primarily, either at a certain hour in the morning. There's a specific hour during the morning period, then there's a specific hour in the afternoon or midday period, and then there's a specific hour that they watch during the evening period. So I noticed 3 points in time during the day where there's an hour or two that people come in to tune into my channel. It's like, oh, well, that's the periods of time that I want to schedule my streams so I can have, I can catch, the most audience numbers possible. You know what I mean?
I get you.
And, just keep an eye out for that, because I'm guessing, because I've noticed with your streams, you tend to do them during this time of the evening as well. You'll do them either late at night or early in the morning or even midday, depending on what your schedule is. And I think that's really what's helped you, is that you've been able to dedicate enough time to your hobby to be able to catch a majority of your audience when it best suits them and it's convenient for them to be able to tune in. And I think this is what they call prime time. Kind of like that term. This would be a prime time hour for you, is the 10 to 11 period. And I'm referring to East Coast time. So for your time zone, the late evening it definitely works for you, because a lot of your audience already knows you shoot at that time, and of course the YouTube algorithm is going to push that out to other viewers who are surfing on YouTube looking for content like yours at this hour. So of course you're gonna want to be able to snag that. Like, yeah, I want to have a stream that's going to be around on when people, at a time that people come in the most to see my channel or content. I mean, your channel or content. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's good that you're getting more views. Keep putting out that content that you want to do.
Right. But,
I think you started a new stream, didn't you? A new game?
Huh?
I think the last game I saw you had a live stream for it wasn't Digimon, was it?
No, it was Fairy Tail.
Oh, yeah, Fairy Tail. I was like, oh, cool, he's doing another new anime game.
I've been holding off for it so I can get all. I was trying to get all the DLC for it before I go stream the game. Oh, who's in the middle?
Yeah, I'm Anime AJ from Anime AJ Productions. I make AMVs and do gaming live streams.
Support him. Remember to support him.
Thanks, Langbo. And thanks anybody who checks out my channel. Hope you like anime and heavy metal music, and sometimes not heavy metal. So Ronnie, I did hear back from Ruby. He said what you and I had talked about, because you'll be getting off on your time at a certain hour, and then it takes you like you said, it's gonna take you a while to get back home, and you can do it after you get home. And I had suggested, I think for your time, I suggested an hour after you get off work. so that way you have that time to get home, rest up a bit, and prepare for the stream. Ruby said that he will be able to do exactly as you and I are already discussed. He'll be able to meet that same time frame.
But also at the same time, though, not every time I stream, it's not always at random. Or I do also kind of do plan it out when I stream.
Oh yeah, I definitely see that. And that's part of what I meant as well. I know I didn't express it, coherently enough. But yeah, I do see that you have a pattern to your live streams. And I think that's good. There's, again, the way you've been pushing out your live streams and doing your content and having viewers join in for commentary while you're playing the games and conversing with them. I think that's definitely where you're hitting. You definitely got something going. So keep that.
Yeah. And also thanks to the advice I've been getting from you and Ruby King about engaging more and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely want to, because I know, like you said, you only talk when you have something to talk about, and that's part of and that's something I've noticed with myself as well. That's why I was able to recognize it with you, is that sometimes I just don't have anything to talk about. I'm focused on the game or what I'm doing in there. And that's part of what I miss is that engagement. And that's the whole point of the streaming, is to engage with the audience to begin with. So anybody like us who live streams as a hobby or wants to see it as something more than just a hobby, that's where we got to. That's one thing we got to focus on, is trying to engage with the audience more. So definitely, if you don't have anything to talk about, if we don't have anything to talk about, we definitely probably won't talk. So having someone to talk or comment to us about what we're doing or what we're talking about definitely helps a live streamer of any caliber be able to engage and converse with the audience. So definitely keep up that engagement out there, viewers. The more you chat, the more you comment, the more you like and subscribe, that's the feedback that YouTubers are seeking. That's the whole point of YouTube, essentially. And Ruby does it pretty good. And so does Ronald. Ronald's definitely proven that he's got what it takes. And like I said, dude, like Ruby said too, you've blown both of us out of the water without putting you on.
Yeah, because I remember Ruby was kind of way ahead of me. I bet you catching up to him, getting ahead of him. And then also Johannes was ahead of me too. And then I ended up blowing past him as soon as Digimon Survive came out and I started streaming it.
Yep. I definitely liked when you were doing the DBZ one. I definitely like getting in on some of those live streams.
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing with the numbers and the stats that you get when I'm, as a viewer, I can see what you see in your studio, of course. What I do see as a viewer and freaking, visitor to your channel is, because I would like to do what you've been doing, playing a single game and keep going and doing it more and more, and then you got more engagement with the audience that keep coming in. I'd like to do. That's exactly why I want to stream games too, is to do that sort of thing. Have a, I just got to figure out a schedule first. And I'm still new to streaming.
Yeah.
Gismar says my voice sounds like a DJ.
Yeah.
You do sound like a DJ.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of do. Man. Or a radio jockey or something like that.
You guys know that I have no actual experience or training or anything, no background in terms of how to be, about radio. I literally, the stuff I try to do, I'm basically trying to emulate what I heard growing up.
Yeah, but I guess you just got the voice for it, man.
Do I really? That's the first time I've ever been given that kind of compliment, so thanks.
Yeah. No cap.
I don't know that I'd be a good DJ or even an MC or anything like that. Although I could imagine doing maybe being a hype man. I could be a hype man maybe, or
you doing that too.
I definitely would like to, maybe do a rap battle or something from Pari Bikome, like they did in Pari Bikome. That was pretty cool, badass. Dude, I'm telling you, if you guys haven't seen it, and if Ronald, if you like rap, you gotta get into Japanese rap, dude. Check that shit out.
I have.
Dude, Papi Picome got me so feeling for Japanese rap. I'm like, oh shit, this is good.
Right.
Like, yeah. And then of course, I think at the same time I was watching that, getting into that, you and I were talking about I don't remember what the term is, but I'm like, oh shit, that'd be cool to try to do more rap stuff like what you and I had talked about before, spitting, coming up with poems on the fly and doing rap battles kind of thing. I was like, I don't know if I'd be good enough to come up with it, but I'd be like,
I'm still working on my freestyle skills.
Freestyle, that's the word I'm looking for. Freestyle. I was like, man, it'd be cool to try to do stuff more freestyle, or even do another freestyle with Ronnie, because I think all he did was just a passing comment on Discord, and that's what got the conversation going. I just did a random freestyle. I was like, yeah, I can spit.
I know, right?
And I was like, maybe Ronnie would want to do another collab in the future where we do where we spit freestyle, we do a freestyle rap battle and just make up short rhymes and verses at each other.
Right.
Or something.
Like do our own kind of version of verses.
Right. And I was actually trying to come up with one the other day. I was like, maybe I should prepare one just in case he says yes.
Right.
Something like,
go ahead, Langbo.
Johannes, you know, bro, you're just a trolling hoe. You need to go.
Is that how should we end? Is that how we should cap things off, Ronnie? We should finish this off with rhymes about Johannes that he needs to go.
I'm still on it. I'm trying to contain my laughter. Like that was just wow. That was awesome. Oh, Langbo, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, that was.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very clever. Yeah, well, I definitely would say in terms of that comment about my voice, that I could be, sound like a DJ or something. I was like, that's very good. I appreciate that because I haven't felt like that's why with everything changing, in terms of real life stuff goes, like, for example, Ronald, you got a job, I got a job, a lot of people have day jobs, and I haven't had a lot of time to do my Pirate King live streams. You probably noticed I haven't done very many of those at all, and when I do stream, it's usually a game or something, and I guess, I just didn't feel like my Pirate King live streams were very DJ-ish, or like I was doing, because that's how I actually tried going into it, was thinking, try to do this like radio shows or something like a talk show or even a podcast. Because one time I used to want to do a podcast. I guess I was trying to channel that energy, like treat it like a kind of like a podcast.
I think I got one. And Johannes, let's be honest. You try to toss it out like you're Adonis, but let's be real. Yeah. I was writing down my rhymes. I'm still trying to write it now.
How does it go, Johannes? What? Let's be honest, Johannes. Let's be honest.
It's like you like Johannes. Let's be honest. You tossing it out like you're Adonis. But you're really hooked on phonics. But you need to take a class in economics.
Hooked on phonics, we need a class in economics.
Like that's it. I just came off the top of my head with that one.
Go away and take your time, and then get back to us.
Yeah, because it's not easy to rhyme me with his name. He's got a weird name,
right? Well, us definitely goes with the S in Johannes. speaking of rhyming, that's kind of what made me think of reaching out to you about the freestyle thing, because I've been doing a lot of rhyming with some recent poetry I did.
I've been doing a lot of songwriting.
Oh, that's basically the kind of poetry I write. Music lyrics are basically poetry.
Yeah, and beat making.
Oh, nice.
Cause that's like the beats you be seeing in my shout out videos I used to make. Those are my beats I use.
You produced your own music.
Yeah.
Nice.
I write my own songs.
Nice.
I got one.
Well, okay, what's up? Let's hear it.
Hey, Johannes. Yo. No, don't send that dick pic. No. That's not okay, bro.
No, that's not okay, bro.
It really is not okay.
Double plus not good. Let's see. Yeah, I think, what was it? Friday. Yes, that's what I was thinking of earlier. Ruby, this week, right, Ronald? You said I should get off work on Friday night this week?
Yeah.
Okay. So TV shows. You saw what I posted in the Discord about Rick and Morty, right, Ronnie?
Yeah.
They're coming back, baby!
Yeah.
16!
Woohoo! Exactly.
You hyped about that?
Got tired of waiting.
Oh man, I mean, I don't mind waiting as long as I know when. They could have told us when season 5 ended last year. If they just told us, yeah, give us until September. It's like, okay, yeah, let's wait. I'll wait till the next season for September. I mean, I'll wait till September for the next season. God, that was kind of dyslexic of me, wasn't it?
Exactly. Oof.
But yeah, it's just like once it's like not knowing when they're gonna be back is like that's probably the most painful thing. So I was like, oh man, got that hit before they give us the actual product. It's like scratching my neck. Like, you got any more of those Rick and Morty episodes?
No. Oh.
What do you think, Ronald? What do you think they're going to? Because season 5, ever since the announcement got dropped in the Rick and Morty subreddit, and again, and this is part of the reason why I bring it up, because I've been on Reddit a lot again with my new account, and they dropped the announcement on the subreddit. That's how I learned of it, and now there's some new talk about season 5, kind of like a look back. Some people waited until now or didn't watch it all when it did release, so they're binging the entire season. If you saw season 5, what do you think for season 5? Are they going to pay off in season 6? What do you think? Because there was one comment I saw. Someone said that season 5 is like it was a setup. Because they watched all the episodes for season 5 in one go rather than week by week like I did, for example.
Yeah.
And to them, their comment was like, from my perspective, it looked like the entire season was a setup for season 6.
I feel the same way too.
I think my comment I had said, I wasn't denying that it was a setup. However, I definitely agree that there were situations and scenarios that were established in certain episodes of season 5 that was to set up for payoffs in later seasons. And I think that season 6 will give us some payoffs for previous seasons, like especially season 5. What do you think? Is there anything that comes to mind specifically for season 5 that you think they would give us a payoff for in season 6?
Not off the top of my head right now.
I definitely think that they're going to probably pick up part of season 6 is definitely going to be picking up and continuing from where season 5 left off, because that was a lot of damage. Definitely they're going to be keeping, I think, the same style, kind of like remember when Rick got sent to prison and we started episode 1 of season 3 where he was in Shoney's?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're going to get another setup. We're going to get season 6 set up kind of in a similar sense like season 3 was, but we're going to have some other payoffs from the previous events, like how season 3 was all it was all set up by season 2 essentially. I think that's what we could expect for in terms of season 5 and 6. Is that 5 was the 2, 3 is going to be 6. So it's going to be kind of, it's going to start. I think that's how it's going to start off. And one thing I think that we might get a payoff for is the return of the baby, Naruto. Naruto Smith. I think we're going to get something. I think he's going to be coming back. They had that storyline continue in season 5. Like that was a 2-episode thing. So that continuity carried over from 2 different episodes in season 5. I feel that they're going to give us more of that in season 6 somewhere. We can. I think we should expect a cameo or a reference, if not a full episode dedication to another baby Naruto.
I know, right?
Like something like that's. They're not going to just put that there and then like forget it. Like we might, if they don't make a reference to it in season 6, we could definitely expect it in season 7. Because sometimes they'll wait a year or a season before they bring something back again. You know what I mean? I definitely think we could probably see more Mr. Poopy Butthole. We probably won't see more Mr. Meeseeks. And I think I haven't heard or seen much. I am not confident that Evil Morty. Well, no, let me rephrase it. I am confident that Evil Morty will never make a return appearance ever again.
Yeah.
I do think that some people are theorizing. There's some more fan theories and speculation, maybe related to, again, like how season 5. This one commentator said season 5 felt like a setup for season 6. Like everything was just to set up the next season. Well, of course it is. I mean, when season 5 came out, that was the first set of 10 of the new 70-episode buyout that they had, right? When they got ordered for 70 episodes.
Yeah.
So they're going to if they do 10 episodes a season, or 10 episodes a year, essentially, that's 7 years, 7 seasons. So season 5 was 10. We now have 60 episodes left, so season 6 is probably going to be at least 10. So obviously, 5 would set up a continuing story or plot points to come back later to, right? And other than the baby Naruto, I think the Evil Morty story continuity or storyline was finished off with its 3rd episode. It's just going to be a trilogy. The Evil Morty trilogy is just going to be that. If we see Evil Morty again, it may not be. I think the earliest, if we saw Evil Morty come back, it would not probably be until season 7 or 8. Kind of like how they, because I believe it was season 3 when we last saw Evil Morty, wasn't it? When he became president?
Yeah, when he became president.
In season 3.
And then there was another season when he came back.
And then we didn't see him at all, and we didn't have anything to do with Evil Morty in season 4. And then he came back in season 5.
Yeah.
Like, this was all the payoff. This was everything that had been going on in season 4 was kind of, there were some behind the scenes things going that Evil Morty was doing in order to set up for his big escape at the end of season 5. Because there were some adventures that Rick and Morty were going on through season 4 that I think had indirect connections with events triggered by what Evil Morty did when he took over office. And that's just a theory, though.
But I ain't gonna lie, though. Evil Morty was an interesting villain.
Definitely interesting concept, and definitely allowed the writers and creators of Rick and Morty to, to flex their capabilities on what kind of world building they wanted for the series. Kind of like how we had Season 5, if anyone else hasn't seen the show, a lot of people on the subreddit definitely caught it, and I noticed it as well. Rick was not using his portal gun very much throughout season 5. Did you notice that, Ronald?
Yeah.
Right. What were we seeing? We still saw portals, right?
Yep.
We were seeing non-Rick portals. We were seeing other forms of portal tech, or even portal magic, right?
Right.
There are some theories, and I think that's why I was saying, like, through season 4, for example, there were some things going on behind the scenes that we did not, that was indirectly related to the events triggered after Evil Morty's takeover, leading up to what eventually came around when he made his escape. And again, I think the Evil Morty trilogy, it helps. It definitely helps with the world building. It allows the Rick and Morty multiverse to run, because it's not the sole thing. Because a lot of people will say, a lot of fans, especially fan theories, they discount or they ignore the pilot episode, right? And it definitely was produced well before the series premiered, because I think the series season 1 premiered in only like 2 to 5 months of, and the pilot episode was essentially a rebroadcast.
Right.
But then they continued with the next episode, so it was kind of like they produced it and aired the pilot like earlier in the year of when the series premiered. And a lot of people don't seem to take the first episode. They don't count it as the first episode officially in some regards, because of how other television episodes and series are produced. The pilot is not always considered official or canonical or part of the main series because it's not officially numbered, etc., etc. However, the pilot episode presents the actual plot of the entire series and story. Is that it's Rick Sanchez. He's been gone for 20 odd years, and especially in the first Evil Morty episode of the Evil Morty trilogy, we all know now, like a lot of us know now, that the evil Rick that Evil Morty was paired with was actually a fake Rick. It was his cyborg puppet. So it was Evil Morty it wasn't Evil Rick, it was an Evil Rick android being controlled by Evil Morty. So it was Evil Morty who was scanning our Rick's memories. The Rick that's with our Morty, right?
Right.
And the Morty that we are following, that Rick is currently with in the series, it's not the Morty that was a baby that he picks up in his memories that Evil Morty was scanning in that first Evil Morty episode. Who was that baby Morty that Rick was with? Because obviously, if Rick was gone from his dog, because in the pilot episode, the premise is that universe, right? And we all know what happens to that universe, because, essentially episode 2, Lawnmower Dog, is a direct follow-up and continuation of the pilot. Even though Lawnmower Dog is officially labeled as episode 1, it is still a follow-up and continuation of the premise of plot that the pilot sets up.
Right.
And that is the same Beth from that one. It's the same Rick and Morty. It's the same. It's all the same. And we know from Lawnmower Dog up to Love Function number 9 what happens to that Beth, Jerry, and Summer, right? They get the Cronenberg universe. They become Cronenberg, right?
Right.
Or at least they're the last human. They're the last actual humans in a world full of Cronenbergs. And in that, shit, off the train. Either way, what I'm getting at is, if that's the same Rick, then again, it was after all that he gets his brain scanned by the Evil Morty. Some theories suggest that Evil Morty was the baby, but what I'm getting at is that Beth from that Cronenberg Earth, from that entire first half of season 1, that Beth, the premise is that her father, in her life, Rick Sanchez had been gone for 20 years. And there's a lot of hints and misdirection about Beth's mother. And so I think we may not see it in this season. I think there will be. Evil Morty allow the creators and writers to, expand on the world building and the background lore for Rick Sanchez to introduce other content and characters. So, like Mr. Nimbus, for example, we finally got, we were introduced to Rick Sanchez's his arch nemesis, essentially, his first arch nemesis, who was originally one of his best friends. So I think we should and could expect maybe some development or backstory finally on Beth's mother.
Right.
Now that Evil Morty is gone.
Right. But yeah,
Evil Morty definitely, all that situation, and it may not even been even Evil Morty himself. It may have just been another Morty because Rick was going through. I think Rick was just universe hopping, and every time he found a version of his family that he didn't like, he'd just go to the next one. You know what I mean? Maybe something like that. And who knows? I'm just like, well, this opens the door. Everything they were doing by using Evil Morty as a plot, if they were using him as a plot device in a sense to world build, then it opens the door for other Mortys, other Beths. Like we got Space Beth, we got Clone Beth, all that shit. And we got all the different Jerrys because now we're not even with the original Jerry. Haven't been with him forever.
Yeah, the whole multiverse of Jerry's, Beth's, Summers, Morty's, Rick's, everybody. When you think about it.
Yeah. So I think.
You ever heard of the evil Jerry, Doofus Jerry, or something like that?
No, I have not. But that is a very good thing to bring up. Is the whole Doofus Jerry? Remember, because
apparently
I never had a Beth, so he doesn't have his own Morty. So they gave him that one Morty. Remember, the ugly face one. He's Eric Stoltz's mask Morty. They gave him the Eric Stoltz mask Morty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a Morty of his own, but yet he connected on an emotional and familial level with Jerry. He was essentially the version of Rick that Jerry was looking for. Jerry, as some of us may remember, Jerry's relationship with his own parents wasn't essentially.
It's weird as shit.
His parents are definitely weird, and that explains why he is the way he is. They were definitely in that Christmas episode, and when they were first introduced in the first Christmas episode. And it's a good episode because I think a lot of people miss the fact that it essentially is a world building episode for Jerry. It's all about Jerry's background and upbringing. If you really think about it, just view his parents. Think about how they're acting and what they're doing with with his mother's new lover, and how his father watches them from a closet while dressed as Superman.
Yeah, you can understand why Jerry's the way he is.
Well, take that mentality and ask and imagine what would they be like. What were they like before that change in the relationship? Before they became a 3-person marriage? Before his father had that near-death experience? So, what kind of people were they, and how did they raise Jerry? And how would that have affected Jerry as they raised him from a child? Right.
Right.
And I think that explains a lot of how he behaves with his wife and with her father. He looks to his father-in-law, as like a real father. Like, that's the kind of father figure he was wanting and hoping for. He looks up to Rick. Obviously, Rick doesn't respect him because he thinks he's stupid. And I definitely see that Jerry isn't fond of Rick's asshole attitude. He definitely doesn't, nobody, who would want to be treated like by an asshole, in such a rude way.
Yeah. But let's be honest, though. Jerry does kind of bring a lot of shit on himself, though.
Well, that's the thing. Rick does too. Everything that happens is because Rick does it himself. He does it to himself.
Yeah, true.
All the pain that he is going through is a result of his own actions and decisions in the past. He has that box with time machine parts. However, the show and the creators have stated that they will never do time travel. And of course, the time travel that we did see, that's as close as we were allowed to get. We were given. And that was
I think he did it to put Morty in his place.
Right, that's for sure, and I think that's because he did it himself and found that the past can't be changed. Kind of like The Time Machine by H.G. Wells, where the character kept going to the past, and every time he did, his girlfriend still dies. He's never able to. He actually finds that he can't change the past. I think that's the kind of background that Rick has. Is that they chose that route because, well, time travel is just if you don't figure out a good way to use it, it just becomes a cheap gimmick. It's pointless if you're not going to do it in a good enough way. And of course, they were, the whole thing is that it's also a reference to the fact that Rick and Morty are based off of Doc and Marty from Back to the Future. So there's the time travel angle, and they made it more original for themselves when they created the show by making it multiverse instead. And I think there's going to be some backstory on why Rick has a box of time machine parts, and yet he doesn't. His portal gun is for alternate dimensions rather than time travel itself directly. Right. So I think that will play into and will be connected with a lot of the emotional trauma and baggage that he has been carrying from whatever happened between him and his wife. Because again, like the premise said, is that he, and like Beth said, remember the episode with like reverse draft with all the when they lock down the house.
AJ. Yeah. AJ. Oh, I do have to end this stream soon, though, bro.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, you remember that episode where they had the bugs and they were feeding off the memories.
Yeah.
Beth said, "Are you my real father?" He had been gone for 20 years. They said.
Yep.
So I think there's a lot more that they've just been planting seeds. And yes, I think every season has been a setup. We're going to get some chaos in the next season or two.
Most definitely, Chris Harris. Time travel, Sonic OS 06 definitely ruined the concept of time travel and just abused the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what made it such a bad game. It made it really wasn't a bad game. It just made it. It was why the story plot was so lame in a way.
I heard that Sonic 06 is considered one of the worst Sonic games in history, or in the Sonic franchise. Fans just think it's at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, because the story was so all over the place, and a lot of things and elements didn't make no sense.
Yeah, definitely got a lot of that from the Grumps too. The Game Grumps, they commented a lot about that too.
Like, it has some great graphics, great gameplay. It's just the story sucked so bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
anyway, I'm just excited. Yeah, I'm sorry for going so long on Rick and Morty. I'm just so stoked for September. That's gonna be so great to have them come back.
It's all good, buddy. But yeah, I'm about to end the stream. Thank you both for coming in. I appreciate you both.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I do appreciate that.
No problem, bro.
It was fun getting to talk with Langbo. Glad you were able to join in, and definitely Taylor, Fierce Apathetic Black Queen,
and Insomniac
too. Yeah, I wish he would have been able to stay a little longer.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a lot more live streams more often, though.
You will be?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Keep it up, bro. Like I said, you're gonna hit that 1.2 mark soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hope so. No, man. It is inevitable.
I got you, man. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a great night.
Thanks, man. So see you with Ruby on Friday night?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Good night, Langbo, or good afternoon.
Alrighty. See you guys.
Peace.
That goes for everybody in the chat too. I'll see you guys later. See you guys. But before I go for this